All right, some pretty crazy stuff going on out there, guys. Stock market is down 787 billion US dollars in just one day. You can see some of the biggest losers like the TV show. We've got Nvidia at 17%, AVGO at 17%, and then Google at 4%. Massive pullbacks, a lot of China FUD, a lot of short-term things around Trump regulations. We're going to touch on those in a second. But the thesis with most of the people that we follow on this channel, if you don't know what we do, we follow the biggest brains and the best traders, people who have historically got the best track records on crypto, because I don't know if you're an expert, don't be watching this, but I'm not an expert and I'm assuming you're not an expert. So why don't we turn to the experts, people who've got amazing track records, and see what they have to say. An overall summary, guys, people feel like this is a bear trap, and it's the last bear trap before we go skyrocketing into the modern age printing press where we can print money and exchange it for Ferraris and yachts. Sensei says, end of bear trap, be ready. And this is the best visual graph, which apparently Scottie Pippen has been tweeting out and predicting that we are here in the cycle. Now, Ilya Trade says, the story of January 2025 has been seismic changes to the game board that are short-term bearish. This is talking about AI. This is talking about the Trump administration. But long-term, extreme, intergalactic, golden age, this is what Valhalla is made of, bullish. I mean, you can't get much more bullish than that. Do with that what you will. Alex Becker says that he is down $10 million in one day, but he's fine, because if you're scared and hurting, this is the game that you signed up for. You didn't sign up for a fun ride to the top. You signed up for 1+ year of financial Russian roulette. You need to be comfortable as the gun clicks. You win here by staring down the barrel and laughing when everyone is tapping out, because there's a lot of people calling the top. A lot of people think this is the end, and this is where you have to get the last remaining bits of your money out. Otherwise, you're going to lose it all. This is part of the game, gents, and it's funny how quickly this turns. It feels like it's turned in just a couple of days. This is the most important part, though. There's no making money ever without doing something you do not want to do. Holding and buying this crap when it's ugly and uncomfortable is the part that most will not do. If it was easy, if it was so obvious in hindsight, everyone would do it and you wouldn't get the chance to make the gains. The requirement of this bet has always been holding through multiple 50 to 70 plus retracements in altcoins, which this is nothing new, guys. Go through the chart at any bull cycle. They're going to have 50 to 70% retracements. He talks about how you can look at BNB's chart from 2019 to 2021 and see it had multiple 70+% crashes and then ran 100x from its all-time lows. Ash Crypto says, retail is panic selling. People who don't know this, they're fleeing the markets and trying to get out as quickly as possible, while the big whales are loading up on cheap coins. If you know that this is the bear trap and we're actually going to be turning around, this is just a discount sale for you. 5 billion USD is minted this month, which means 5 billion USD has been onboarded from fiat into USDC, the crypto, meaning they're going to be buying altcoins or something like, I guess altcoins, you don't really buy Bitcoin with USDC. So that liquidity will be flowing into the altcoins. Imagine the amount of wealth transfer which is going to happen in the next 6 months. Now, this is a great example of it here. Bitcoin retail investors with less than a Bitcoin, so people who invest less than 100 grand in Bitcoin, are all selling. That is this purple line here. So you can see they're not whales, what are they? The krill, the small fish. They're the ones fleeing the market. They're the ones that are scared. Not the big money, not the smart money, not the best traders, not the biggest brains, but the small fish are the ones running scared of the 2025 super cycle because they have never seen something like this and they don't have the capacity to hold through these minor pullbacks. While others with more than one Bitcoin are buying. And you can see that is here in the pink right here. You can see how many of those people have been buying since July 2024. It's just been up and to the right. The smart money is buying. Raoul Pal, this is one of the smartest economists. Here's the guy who talks about the banana zone and how we're going to be going parabolic. Says, I'm traveling for the next week, but just keep this summary at hand from this month's Global Macro Investor. It is all noise. All this panic, all this FUD is noise. Calm down, touch grass, and please don't mess this up. And here in this little pamphlet, you can pause and read the whole thing if you want, but he says, we're going to echo what we've said in the past. 20 to 30% corrections are completely normal. And now he's talking more about the layer ones and the Bitcoins. 70% corrections are normal for the meme coins and the alts. Remember the crypto whip. These are the more volatile coins. So you see bigger pullbacks, but also bigger push ups. If that's the opposite of a pullback, once we do turn into the super cycle. The next step is the banana singularity, or phase 2 of the banana zone. We probably just completed the correction after phase 1, and Q1 should be very strong indeed. And this graph here that plots the GMI Bitcoin cycle top finder. You can see anytime that this index crosses Bitcoin's price, you can see Bitcoin is up and to the right. This is the most volatile asset in the world. Look at it plotted over the long term, up slowly, consistently to the right. Now, when this GMI Bitcoin cycle top finder actually crosses it, that has signaled a top or very close to a top in a lot of the previous bull cycles. We are nowhere near crossing the Bitcoin price right there. Even people like Murad says the bull run hasn't even begun. And Murad says hold coins whose communities are very active during dips. I think Warren Buffett says you can see who's not wearing swimmers when the tide goes out and who are adequately covered. For example, the meme coins who are active, the meme coins who are still bull posting, the meme coins who are still growing their community, they're the ones that are going to be great once the tide comes back in. But I fear that this analogy is starting to lose all meaning. Murad says these are the coins that will inevitably go parabolic once that super cycle begins. Performance of coins since the start of 2025, and he's plotted a lot of meme coins. He's plotted Bitcoin itself, Sui, some layer one, some DeFi. You can see the top performance, even in a month that hasn't performed exactly as planned, was SBX 6900. And so basically, the big brains are buying. The people who are running scared are going to miss the gains if this is the crazy parabolic second phase of the banana zone super cycle that we all are here to cash in on. And so, because I'm a big brain, I'm also going to buy. And what am I going to buy? I'm going to buy more of this token that I bought a lot of recently. This is UFD. Now, this is one of the strongest new meme coin narratives in the cycle, but you might be like, what the hell happened to it? It almost hit a $500 million market cap, and last night it hit almost a $50 million market cap. Well, that's actually a really sad story because I interviewed Ron about 24 hours ago, and I'm going to be publishing that interview soon. And I really love Ron. I'm not sponsored by anything, and I just genuinely think that this is going to be one of the top performing meme coins and potentially even one that could get on Murad's radar. But his wallet actually got hacked last night, and the hacker sold out all of Ron's holdings, which is, I think, about $3 million. And this thing crashed. And this is why I really should have got in here, because it bounced really quickly back up to $240 million or so. But since then, with the market and a little bit of FUD, this thing has pulled down to $132 million. So we are going to be buying a little bit of this together. So I'm going to show you how I buy it. This is a tier 1 centralized exchange here in Australia called CoinSpot. But wherever you are in the world, you might be using Binance or Coinbase. I'm going to buy some Solana because UFD is on Solana. I'm going to buy 26,000 Australian dollars worth, hit that buy button right here. And now I'm holding Solana inside of my centralized exchange. I'm going to go to my Solana wallet and then pull up Archie, which is my software. Clean, intuitive, most awesome way you can buy and sell meme coins on Solana, as well as any other token on Solana. And you can see I've currently got $153,000 in there, but I want to send some more in. And so I'm going to find my Archie wallet by copying this right here. And then I'm going to come back to CoinSpot. I'm going to send all my Solana over to Archie because Archie has access to millions of Solana crypto tokens, where CoinSpot only has access to, I don't know, maybe a dozen or 24 tokens on Solana. And then I can come back into my Archie app, tap on account, and you can see that that money is gone in there. It's now 17,000 US dollars. So if I want to buy UFD during this, what I believe is a dip, I'm going to click on the contract address here, which is where it says the ticker symbol UFD. I'm on Dex Screener if you guys don't know what this app is. I click on the contract address there, copy it to clipboard about 100 times, come back over to my Archie app, and I can simply paste it in from anywhere inside of Archie. He's going to pull up UFD for me. You can see the market cap matches. You can verify on Dex Screener if you're unsure. And I'm going to buy another 72 Solana worth of UFD. Archie's going to go out there on the Solana blockchain and process that transaction for me. And now that's there in my wallet. So what are your thoughts? Do you think we are dipping for good? Is this bull cycle over? Or are you also buying up some tokens that you believe in that are going to go parabolic in this super cycle?